The world's biggest tournament is coming, and the official FIFA World Cup 26 Try-Under competition ball is here at the Goal 90 shop. Designed for the game's biggest stage, it's built for precision, speed and control. Right now, you can make it yours with 30% off plus free shipping. Don't just watch the World Cup, own a piece of it. Visit goal90.shop today and order now. Welcome to a time when football's rulebook looked very different, and these 8 vanished rules fundamentally reshaped how the game evolved. Today, we travel through time to expose weird, forgotten and sometimes controversial rules that once ruled the pitch and why they were wiped out. Let's start with one most people probably don't know about. In the earliest decades of organised association football, the offside rule was unforgiving. A player was considered offside unless 3 defenders stood between him and the goal line. That meant attackers were hemmed in, channels were clogged, and long passing into space was risky. In 1925, IFAB voted to relax it. Only 2 opponents would now suffice to keep a player onside. The effect was immediate. Scoring shot up, formations transformed, and defences had to learn new patterns. In fact, average goals per match jumped from about 2.5 to 3.5 in the season after the change. The switch signalled that laws can actively coax attacking football, not just regulate it. From offside to goalkeeping, in football's earliest days, keepers had far more liberty. They could handle the ball well outside what we now call the penalty area, anywhere in their own half. In fact, in many versions of the rules, over time this was deemed too generous, too stifling and open to misuse. By about 1912, the laws of the game reigned in that freedom. Handling had to stay within the penalty box only. This carved clearer roles, discouraged stalling, and forced keepers to be more precise in limited space. Now, jump ahead to set pieces. A corner kick today is a chance, a tease, a chance to surprise. But early on, you could not score directly from a corner. The ball had to touch someone else first to count. That changed by 1924, thanks in part to Cesario Onzeri's celebrated Gol Olimpico, a corner that curled straight in. Allowing direct goals turned a simple restart into a dangerous weapon. Suddenly, corners were more than crosses, they were goal attempts, from creative corners to physicality. In the early game, charging or shoulder barging the goalkeeper, even when in possession, was more accepted, within reason. The lines were blurry. Over the years, protections for keepers were incrementally added. By the mid-20th century, rules began to penalise contact when a goalkeeper had control of the ball. The shift reflects a broader move, from winning by force to protect the custodian. To reduce injuries, cynicism and dangerous plays, let's leap ahead several decades to a rule that aimed for drama, but backfired: the golden goal. Introduced in the early 1990s, golden goal meant extra time would end immediately once a team scored. Sudden death. Later, a variation called the silver goal allowed play to continue until the end of the first extra time half, and if one team led, they'd win. The logic seemed bold: force attacking play, reduce boring extra time, avoid penalty shootouts. Yet in practice, teams played cautiously, fearing sudden elimination. By 2004, IFAB scrapped both the golden and silver goal experiments, returning to full extra time and then penalties. Even coaches admitted the instant win concept had unintended consequences. Transitioning from dramatic endings to decision by chance in tournaments decades ago, draws were sometimes resolved by coin tosses or drawing lots. Yes, your fate could depend on a flip. One famous example: in Euro 1968, Italy advanced to the final after a 0-0 draw with the USSR. A coin toss decided who moved forward. As the game matured, organisers moved toward replays, extra time and penalty shootouts to replace blind luck with sporting resolution. Let's pivot to season structure. For much of football's history, a league win earned you 2 points, a draw 1, loss 0. In 1981, England led the shift to 3 points for a win, a move designed to reward ambition and discourage playing for a draw. As more leagues adopted it, that structural change altered behaviour. Teams pushed harder for victory, especially late in matches because the payoff was heavier. It's a reminder, even a subtle tweak in points can reshape tactics across multiple seasons. Pairing naturally with points, the tiebreakers also once looked odd. When teams finished level on points, many leagues used goal average, goals scored divided by goals conceded, rather than the more intuitive goal difference, goals scored minus conceded. goal average had quirks. It sometimes favoured defensive teams and penalised high-scoring shootouts. Around 1976 to 77, many leagues, including the English Football League, switched to goal difference, which is simpler and encourages attacking play. One more fundamental aspect of the game that has undergone so many changes: substitutions. For most of football's life, there were no in-match substitutions. Injured players stayed on, or the team played short. The laws finally allowed substitutes in 1958, but that was only a theoretical permission. The English Football League introduced a single substitute for injury in 1965, and by 1967 to 68, tactical substitutions were broadly accepted. It changed not only match outcomes, but how squads are built, how coaches react mid-game, and how fitness is managed. Lastly, let's end the video telling you about a particular rule that caused absolute chaos. In 1994, during the Caribbean Cup qualifiers, Barbados were facing Grenada in a match they needed to win by at least 2 goals to progress, but there was one bizarre twist in the tournament rules. If a game went to extra time, the first goal, the golden goal, would count as 2 goals. Late in the match, Barbados were leading 2-1, not enough to qualify. So, in a moment that left fans speechless, they intentionally scored an own goal to make it 2-2, forcing extra time. Their plan to grab the golden goal, which would then count double and give them the 2-goal cushion they needed. The final minutes descended into chaos. Grenada, realizing what was happening, tried to score at either end because even an own goal would have sent them through. Barbados, unbelievably, had to defend both nets. Somehow, they held on, reached extra time, and scored the golden goal, winning 4-2 and advancing. FIFA didn't punish them. After all, they hadn't broken any rules, but the Caribbean Cup never used that double golden goal rule again. And really, who could blame them? Crazy right. Rules are more than bureaucracy, they are the bones of the game. Every tweak, removal or reinvention shaped how football is played, watched and felt. These disappeared rules tell us the game you love is always evolving. What other strange laws do you know about, or which vanished rule do you secretly wish was revived? Let us know in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any new videos. See you next time. Bye.
Do you want to make money with affiliate marketing? Join the Goal 90 Shop affiliate program and start earning today. Get your unique affiliate link and exclusive discount coupon to share with your audience. Every sale made through your link earns you a 10% commission. No limits, just real earnings. Don't miss out. Turn your influence into income now.